Hello everyone, this is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. This is a general reading for the week of we're not in July yet. What am I saying? June 29th through July 5th of 2016. Before I start, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who reached out after last week's reading. I got a bunch of emails and phone calls and texts from people stating how much they were helped by the reading and how inspired they were and how it was spot on for them. And I tell you, it was really, really, really difficult for me this weekend. And so, not because I received all those texts, but the energies were really difficult for me this weekend. So my heart just goes out to you all who hung in there, riding those waves. And I felt a shift happen in the energies yesterday, which was Monday. Today's Tuesday. And it just felt like such a relief to be out of that gnarly energy. Hopefully you all were able to hold on and make your choices with wise discernment and with open hearts. And thank you to everyone who reached out and to a couple of people who subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in getting these videos right at the time when I upload them, you can go ahead and click subscribe down below, and then you'll get them and you don't have to wait for me to post them, on Facebook or online or emailing them out to you. You can just receive them automatically. Okay, so let's see. For those of you who are new, this is an experiment that I started about a month and a half ago. This is my, I think, 6th reading, or 7th, might be my 7th one. And I do a general weekly reading for the energies of the week ahead. And my purpose is always to give some inspiration and some spiritual guidance for every one of us who is trying to walk our path in a good way. There's a lot of Mars has been in retrograde. It's going to go direct, thank you God, tomorrow, I believe on the 29th, or it'll station tomorrow and start moving direct on Thursday, something like that. And that's feeling really good to me. I've already started to, move up a couple of work projects that have been kind of on hold. And I'm imagining that some of you might be feeling the same, sort of like, all right, it's time to get back in the waters with personal projects and things like that. We are going to have a new moon on Monday, and I believe it's in Cancer. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that, I'm not an astrologer, but anyway, the new moon is on Monday, July 4th. Might be on Tuesday, July 5th, depending on what part of the world you're in. And anyway, let me stop talking and shuffle the cards. This week the cards are not all upright. Something told me that they want me to read some reversals this week. So the cards have been shuffled in many different ways before I turn the recording on, and I'll say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for our understanding. May all of our intentions be heard and answered, please. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please show us the energies and the signs up ahead for the week of June 29th through July 5th. 2016. Give us some inspiration, some guidance on how to walk our week in a good way, with grace and kindness and balance. What are the energies and what are the messages for the week of June 29th through July 5th? Something wants me to be in July already. 2016. Okay. this one. Okay, so the first card is the Ten of Wands, and it's coming up reversed. The next card is the Seven of Wands, and that's coming up reversed. The next card is the Six of Cups, and again, that's coming up reversed. And the last card is the Lovers card, and that's coming up upright. Okay, so let me take a minute to look at the cards and just get a sense for the energies of the week, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, thanks for giving me a little bit of a reprieve to take a look at the cards and just to sense the energies that are coming from them. It's actually, at first I saw the reversals and I was like, oh no, what's going on? But actually the story is really, really sweet. So let's start off with the Ten of Wands reversed. So the Ten of Wands reversed, let me show it upright. So here's this person who has 10 rods slung over his shoulder. He's heading towards the castle, which is up a hill, and he's got a long ways to go, right? And the burden's heavy, and the burden is great, and he's tired. So I think this card coming first and coming up reversed means that, especially over the last weekend, those of us who are sensitive to the energies of the universe and the planets and the movements, there was a lot of tension and great burden in our nervous systems, and that's starting to dissipate as you lay the burdens down. I don't know how all of you got through the weekend. I'm imagining there were conversations to be had or just feelings to be felt, situations to be meditated upon, and somehow gradually you were able to focus on maybe laying down 5 of the wands that you were carrying, because this card is about someone who's taken on too much and has overburdened himself or herself, right? So upside down, it signifies that you started to lay some of the burdens down, whether they were just worries in the mind or actual physical burdens and projects that were just too much for you to bear, and you kind of put them down, and so your nervous system is starting to come back to balance this week. Okay, so that's a good thing, and because of the tensions that we went through, here's the Seven of Wands right here reversed. Seven of Wands upright is a card about kind of a warrior standing his ground and competing against the ideas of others. And you can see he's determined. He's got his wand held strong, and he's sort of looking at his opponents going, yeah, come at me, let's go. I know who I am, I know what I'm doing. Upside down, it just signifies a bit of a lack of confidence, a lack of internal resolve in self. I mean, we all go through that, right? We all go through the phases of insecurity, not sure where you stand, feeling like you can't stand your ground. And that might be related to some of the burdens that you've let go of, and maybe coming up against, the opinions of others about you letting go of some of those burdens. And also your nervous systems and your physical bodies feeling tired. And as we all know, when you're tired, it's a little harder to be on your game and to be the warrior or the warrioress and to fight the world not so much to fight the world, but to stand up for what you believe in the world. We get tired, we get exhausted. So really the first 2 cards to me are symbols of rest, relaxation. Give yourself a break in the next few days so that your physical bodies can regroup. Maybe stay away if you can. I don't know if you can. Some people have projects that they're working on and so they can't, but be mindful that you are compromised right now, or you might feel compromised. Some people like to push through that. I tend to do the opposite, which is to listen to my body and say, all right, this doesn't feel right for me right now. I'm gonna take it a notch down and not go at 110%. I'm gonna go at 85% this week, or maybe 75% this week, and just do what you can, and acknowledge, all right, I'm feeling insecure, I'm feeling indecisive, I'm feeling whatever you're feeling. Just honor it, be there, and the energy will return if you allow it to just be where it's at and accept it for where it's at. Okay. And then the next card is the Six of Cups, and it's also reversed. The Six of Cups upright is, we've had this card before in a few of the readings. I believe it's come up at least twice before. It's a card of innocent love and childlike innocence in love. It's just, these two kids are just playing together by the water. There's flowers in their cups, and there's a sweet acceptance of each other and of each other's being in the world. There's a recognition and a deep love there without them even knowing that there is, right? They're just sort of playing together and connected. And because it's reversed, there's a part of me that believes that you're not receiving this, or you're not feeling this sort of connection right now, and you need to reach out for it. Okay? Especially with the Seven of Wands reversed, the feeling of insecurity. You might not want to reach out because you're feeling insecure. But the last card of the Lovers tells me that this is really a week where our personal relationships are key, and the art of relating to other people is key. And, what has been separated wants to come together. This is the only card that's upright in this whole reading. So what that tells me is there's a lot of energy this week for connection and for union and reunion. I know that there were a lot of, a lot of people were taking space this past weekend, right? So it might be time to reach out and to try and get some of that pleasure and some of that enjoyment back. It doesn't have to be extreme. It could just be walking together or playing together or something simple and silly, going to the movies, enjoying time together. But it's enjoying time together in a relaxing, sweet, connected way, not so much not so much like active doing. It's more active being together and enjoying each other. That's what's missing. And the card of the Lovers means a few different things. In this reading, to me, it means reach out and connect with others. And these are not just romantic relationships. They could be deep friendships. Love of every sort is represented in this card. There are some of you, I'm hearing that there are some of you out there where it is a significant other that you're going to be reaching out to and wanting to reconnect with. But in general, it's more about bringing balance to all your relationships, whatever they are. And I'll be honest, sometimes that can bring on the Ten of Wands, right? So be mindful about who you reach out to. Make sure that they are people who will bring an upright version of this to your life, right? This is sort of the adult version of this card. And so who are the people in your life who bring that sense of healing, that sense of enjoyment, relaxation. This is also a very sexual card. So there might be some of you who, hey, sex is very, 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 very healing on a lot of different levels. So to release some of that tension in your body, you might be reaching out to physical lovers around you. And this reading supports that. Okay? Let's see if there's anything else around these cards. Yeah, the message is really take care of your body, take care of your spirit, take care of yourself, and know what you need for pleasure and enjoyment. The last week was really tough on a lot of us, emotionally, energetically, physically, and psychically. So as best you can, lay down some burdens, really try to connect with pleasure in your body, in your spirit, in your relationships, and just enjoy each other. This Six of Cups card is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Maybe that's why it keeps coming up. But I believe the message for those who are listening on this channel and who are drawn to this channel is to reconnect to that childlike innocence. It's very healing. It's very needed in this world. There's so much going on that is not like this energy. And so to tap into this healing energy will be beneficial to a lot of us. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that's all. I did pull a few angel cards right at the beginning of, while I'm setting up the table. The angel cards wanted to come out, and 3 fell out right away. And the 3 that fell out: spontaneity, healing, okay, and the card of surrender. So to me, these 3 angel cards are saying there is healing available to us. There is relationship healing. There is just beautiful healing that's available to us. Be spontaneous, ask for help, and then surrender and receive whoever answers the call, whoever answers your reach out for connection. Allow it to sink in. Allow the love to be received by your body, by your heart, by your spirit, and be spontaneous this week. Try to bring some childlike wonder into your week. Yeah. The surrender card sometimes also means surrendering to what is. So if you do reach out to someone and they're not ready to connect, that's okay. Surrender to that, send them love, and then reach out to the next person who might be able to connect with you and exchange that energy of love and peace and sweetness with you. Okay, I am being guided to pull. I brought these out because I saw all the reversals and I was like, I think we might need some help today. Again, Denise Lynn, the Gateway Oracle cards. And let's see. Let me ask if they can give us a guiding message and a helper card for the week ahead of June 29th through July 5th, 2016. Please give us a guiding spirit, guiding card to help us with this week of June 29th through July 5th. This one wants to come out. And the card of Awakening Ancient Wisdom is coming up, and it says, deep inner knowing is emerging within me. So for me, when I look at this card, this cup it's sort of like the Ace of Cups to me. There's these ethers coming out of it, right? And to me, that symbolizes the connection to spirit that we all already have. And it symbolizes the gifts that we have to offer the world. And it also symbolizes that deep inside, we all know what we need. We all know what we can give. We all know what we can't give. We all know what's right to give. And to move from that place, I also see this as a very heart-centered card. And the heart just, it's a muscle that emanates beautiful vibration. So be in your heart. Connect to the deep inner knowing of your heart and allow it to emerge this week. Allow it to really bless the world with its light, with its vulnerabilities, with its humor, whatever vibration is there to share with the world, share it, because you are you are a deep well of gifts to share. You have a deep well of gifts to share. We all do. So reach in and go ahead and share it and be in community with others, connection with others. Ooh, and the candle just blew out. And allow that pleasure to come through for yourself. Okay? So that's your reading for the week. It's really, really beautiful. If you enjoy the way that I read the cards, you can email me. My email address is spirithealertarot@gmail.com. And you can also look down below. I'll post my website, and you can also connect with me through my website. Please do subscribe, like I said, and you'll receive the posts that I do automatically without having to wait for me to post them on the various online social media channels. And that's all. I wish you all a really good week. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind, be nurturing, remember self-care, and enjoy your connections with others. Many blessings. Take care.